do you want to spend, especially after doing this movie, your whole day just dancing and singing, doing nothing else but that?
Yes, I do, but it's also exhausting after a while. It's a real workout to dance all day. But I do, it really reinvigorated my love of dancing and singing for sure.
Was that the reason why you wanted to do this movie?
It was a big reason, yeah, and also just meeting Damien and hearing his kind of vision for the whole thing and knowing it was an original musical, being part of something like that on film sounded really ambitious and exciting, and he just had such a passion for it and such a clear vision for it that it was, you know, it was hard to say no to that. Yeah.
Damien, for Damien, this is kind of a love story also for LA. What is your relationship to LA nowadays?
It fluctuates a little bit, but for the most part nowadays, I really love it here because people that I love are here. So that makes it, you know, it makes it a really nice place to be.
Yeah. So who taught whom when it comes to dancing steps? Did you teach Ryan a little bit, or
No.
did he teach you? Who was the better dancer?
I think Ryan's a better dancer because he's been doing it for so long. I don't know if you've seen the Mickey Mouse Club, but he's been doing some serious moves for a very long time. And, you know, he's a lot older than me, like by 100 years. So he's just been doing it for so much longer. Here comes the cough. Okay, so, sorry. So, no, I think Ryan has a real natural grace about him. And I took dance lessons growing up, and I love to dance. But, you know, I could get a little less gangly and a little more technical, I think.
Did the people, let's say the crew,
Yeah.
people behind the camera, did they sometimes start spontaneously dancing?
A little bit. Yes, definitely. There was a little bit of dance energy on set, but the best is seeing people that have seen the movie now, that then walk out of the theater and do little dance moves in the aisles. That's been pretty great.
I grew up, which makes me like 100 years old. I grew up.
You're not as old as Ryan. No one is. I'm just kidding.
I grew up with West Side Story.
Yeah.
And that was my kind of musical to go to.
Yeah.
What did you grow up with?
Sound of Music, Grease, and Disney cartoons for the most part. Like I didn't really watch Singin' in the Rain or the Fred and Ginger movies when I was young. And I watched a lot of stage musicals. I love musicals on stage as well. So, yeah, pretty much I think in that realm, and then I would just, you know, as most kids do, watch the same things over and over and over.
This movie is also about dreams. How big of a dreamer are you? And I'm not talking the nightly dreams, I'm talking the life dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And do you feel a dream also, there needs to be sacrifices?
In terms of how much of a dreamer I am, I think a pretty good amount of me is a dreamer, but I also have a kind of, you know, that kind of critical voice that I have to overcome that's like, well, come on, that's not really gonna happen. You know, I have the little internal battle, you know, not infrequently. And then sacrifices, I think any big commitment requires sacrifice. It's not necessarily a negative sacrifice, but anything really, whether it's like a big job or a relationship or, you know, moving somewhere, all of those kinds of decisions, I think, do require sacrifice. So that's the sort of acceptance that not everything can come true all at once. Sometimes you have to let some things go in order for other things to enter in.
One day I'd like to take a dance class with you.
I would love it.
Yes,
I'm in.
Sure.
Let's tap dance.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I've never done that.
That's my favorite one.